Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. We will be making a beautiful little lavender watercolor DIY painting. I made this for my mom for her birthday, but you can make it for your mom for her birthday or yourself or for whatever. I used a mix of my Tombows and just a cheap little watercolor palette. I will have everything linked down in the description bar below for you. If you like videos like this, please feel free to subscribe and ring that little bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a DIY. If you recreate this painting, please feel free to tag me on Instagram because I love to see the artwork that you guys do. You are all so talented and lovely, so let's just hop right on into this video. I am framing this painting in an 8x10 frame that I picked up from Michael's. Some Tombows, which will be in the description box, a mechanical pencil, 2 different size watercolor brushes, water and a paper towel, an inexpensive watercolor set, and some Canson watercolor paper. You can use whatever watercolor paper you have on hand, but I really like the Canson brand. To get the size of paper that I need, I will be taking out the stock photo insert of the frame and cutting my paper down to match the size. I pulled some reference images off of Google to see the structural makeup of the lavender plant. You can see here that there are spaces between the nodes and to check out some of the leaf formation. I also pulled a digital rendering to see the details on the highlights and the shadows. And here you can see that some of the petals spread out farther than the others. With your pencil, just to go in and map out the basic structure of where you want to place your sprigs. I am lightly drawing in the placement of some leaves. And now I am blocking out the overall structure of the flowers themselves. You're going to want to lay in your lightest color first and then progress to your darker colors. This is the Tombow in 620, and this will lightly define the overall shape of the lavender buds. And now I am defining the stem with my Tombow in N57. Using the deeper purple color of Tombow in 636, I will be laying in some color and sticking to the center of the flowers right by the stem. And then with a clean, slightly wet brush, you're going to want to blend those two marker colors together. To build in a little bit more depth, I am taking the darkest purple out of my little palette and adding that into where I think the shadows would be. As we let the flowers dry, let's move on to the leaves. I'm using my Tombow in 228 to fill in the leaves and to add a little bit more dimension to the stems. And now I'm dipping into the darkest green in my palette and adding some shadows while also blending out the leaves. I am loosely outlining with my .35 pen. You can skip this step if you like, but I've always liked how ink and watercolor looks together. It gives it a little bit more of a graphic feeling. Remember to have fun with this and explore your creativity. Do whatever it is that your heart desires. With a clean, slightly wet brush, just blend out your leaves a little bit more and anywhere where you see fit. With watercolor, it is all about layering. So layer, 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 use different colors to drop into your shadows and your highlights, and this will give you a more realistic effect if that's what you're going for. I decided to add in those little kind of like dried bud casings that fall at the bottom of the flower buds. So to do this, I'm going in with my Tombow in .055. Now I am dipping my Tombow directly into the water and then mixing it with a yellow ochre color in my palette. And don't worry, this will not hurt your markers as long as you clean them really thoroughly afterwards. I'm going back in with that deeper purple Tombow and adding in some more shadows. And when you start highlighting your flowers, make sure that everything is super, super dry. This way it will kind of stand on top and not really blend in with the base colors you have set down. Since I am making this for my mom's birthday, I decided to write a little note on top. You don't have to do this. You can stop here if you like. I decided to write, "To the one who makes every day feel like spring, happy birthday." I wanted to jazzy this little painting up a tad bit more, so I'm wetting my brush and flicking a mix of the purples onto the paper. If you like the look of the flecks, feel free to stop here, but I am just going in with a clean brush and blending out the little speckles. I really like how this kind of makes the whole center artwork pop a little bit more. Just make sure that you leave a little bit of space around the flowers, leaves, and stems, and you'll really be able to see the watercolor effect later on. And now it's time to put her back in the frame and gift it to whoever you're going to gift it to, or hang it on the wall. And now you have yourself a beautiful little piece of artwork.